Imagine a decision so explosive it shakes the very foundations of the British monarchy. A move that leaves even the closest to the crown speechless. Today, you're about to see how King Charles III quietly reshaped the future of the monarchy in a way no one expected, and how one woman's rise could overshadow another's hard-earned crown. Before we dive in, if you love royal secrets and shocking truths, hit that subscribe button respectfully. It helps us bring you more insider stories you won't see anywhere else. King Charles III has always been a man balancing legacy and personal choice. But what happened inside Buckingham Palace recently was nothing short of historic. For decades, Queen Camilla waited for her moment. A crown promised, a title long awaited. Yet in a twist few saw coming, her position is now being quietly redefined. Behind closed doors, strategies, alliances, and power moves unfold in ways the public rarely witnesses. The coronation, the titles, the appointments, it's all part of a chess game with stakes higher than any crown. On May 6, 2023, cameras captured what many missed. Camilla, crowned as queen consort, stood at the center, yet the world saw more than a ceremonial moment. King Charles had orchestrated the event to highlight her prominence while subtly sidelining others, including the highly popular Princess of Wales, Catherine. Catherine and her daughter, Princess Charlotte, were confined to corners and adorned with floral headpieces instead of crowns or tiaras. Every detail broadcast to billions of viewers hinted at a deliberate, calculated strategy, one that left the palace buzzing with speculation. But this sidelining didn't diminish Catherine. Instead, it set the stage for an even more shocking development: the rise of a royal star whose popularity may redefine the monarchy itself. Royal commentators and insiders observed a bond forming between King Charles and Catherine, warm, strategic, and highly visible. In 2024, Charles appointed Catherine as Colonel of the Irish Guards, a symbolic military honor that carried far more weight than Camilla's ceremonial title of Grand Master of the Order of the British Empire. Social media erupted. TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, all platforms lit up as the public digested the significance. Charles was publicly backing Catherine in ways Diana never received. This wasn't just familial affection, it was a calculated signal. Charles was shaping a future monarchy, securing the next generation's prominence, even if it meant challenging Camilla's position. The palace had set the stage for a subtle power shift, one that could define the next era. The bombshell came in January 2026. A Times Magazine feature christened Catherine with the title, "Arise, Queen Kate," praising her vision for modernizing the monarchy. The timing was deliberate. Catherine had just returned to public life after cancer treatment, her popularity at an all-time high, while Camilla remained queen. Polls from April 2024 reflected the disparity. William and Catherine at 77% and 74% approval, while Charles ranked 4th and Camilla 7th. The palace's silence was deafening. Every gesture, every appointment, every public appearance signaled who the institution truly trusted for the future. Camilla, despite years of dedication and survival through public backlash, now faced the reality that history could quietly relegate her. History offers a blueprint for Camilla's future. When William ascends the throne, Catherine will automatically become Queen Catherine, while Camilla may be referred to as Queen de Jager, a title signifying former queen. She fought long and hard for her crown, yet the institution prioritizes continuity over individual ambition. Buckingham Palace, through careful orchestration, is protecting the crown, not the queen. Camilla's influence, however earned, may now be redefined. The shadow of Princess Diana looms over these developments. Her tragic legacy, her untimely death, and her unparalleled popularity have set a precedent that continues to influence royal decisions. Charles has carried this burden for decades, and every comparison between Diana and Camilla has been closely monitored by the public and palace alike. Now, history seems to repeat itself, but with a twist. Charles is publicly supporting Catherine in ways Diana never experienced. This is a pivotal moment in monarchy history. A future queen, widely adored, rises under the king's guidance, while a current queen faces quiet marginalization. The public's perception, shaped by polls, media, and strategic visibility, becomes the ultimate measure of power. From 2023 to 2026, Catherine emerged as one of the most influential royals, handling personal adversity with grace and strengthening the monarchy's image. She transformed from a newcomer to a central figure, gaining global recognition while balancing health challenges and family life. Meanwhile, Camilla's journey highlights a stark contrast: dedication without comparable public adoration. The monarchy thrives on symbolism, and currently the symbol being crafted is clear: a woman prepared for the future, with popular support, poised to secure the institution's next era. The palace is not a place for spontaneous decisions. Every move is calculated. Charles's support for Catherine is not accidental. It is a deliberate legacy-building effort. By elevating her visibility, granting symbolic honors, and allowing media narratives to highlight her potential reign, he ensures continuity, public trust, and stability. Camilla, while historically central, now occupies a secondary narrative. Her crown, once a triumph, may become ceremonial in legacy, overshadowed by the rising star of Catherine. Camilla's experience underscores a harsh truth. In royal politics, legacy often trumps effort. Despite surviving public scrutiny, media attacks, and personal sacrifice, the institution has subtly shifted its focus. Reports suggest Camilla sought acknowledgement for her role in the monarchy's future, but her requests were denied. The palace prioritizes strategic continuity over personal accolades. In essence, Camilla may retain her title temporarily, but history and public perception will soon redefine her position. The British public and social media continue to dissect every royal move. Comparisons between Camilla and Catherine dominate discussions. Royal watchers note the symbolic appointments, coronation decisions, and media features as clear indicators of the monarchy's strategic direction. Analysts suggest that Charles is creating a protective shield around Catherine, ensuring she emerges as a widely supported future queen. This unprecedented support has sent shockwaves through royal circles, leaving insiders and observers speculating about the next decades of monarchy dynamics. 11:1911 minutes, 19 seconds respectively. King Charles is in 4th place, and Queen Camilla is in 7th. In May 2025, public opinion polls revealed something startling. The sitting Queen of England, Camilla, ranked 7th in popularity within her own family. In most organizations, such a gap would trigger immediate internal reviews. Within the palace, it manifests in subtler yet telling ways: prime balcony spots during events, photo placements in official portraits, and whose appointments dominate the news. Meanwhile, Catherine has been quietly ascending. Named to the Time 100 health list for her advocacy against cancer, she became more than a ceremonial figure. She is now a woman of real influence, relatable, and admired for her honesty about her own health struggles. Public sentiment is clear. Catherine's rise is unstoppable, and the palace is ensuring it. Camilla's past is inescapable. Her affair with Charles during Princess Diana's marriage has always been a shadow she carried. Despite her advocacy against domestic abuse and sexual violence, her public image remains mixed. The uncomfortable truth? No matter her effort, she may never reach Catherine's level of popularity. In the monarchy, certain roles, biological, historical, and emotional, cannot be altered by deeds alone. Catherine is the mother of the future king, a role chosen by history and public sentiment long before any coronation. Camilla, while officially queen consort, is no longer at the narrative center. YouTube channels, news outlets, and media algorithms have shifted focus. Catherine dominates headlines, thumbnails, and views. In the eyes of the public, she is the queen of the people, an influencer, advocate, and symbol of a modern monarchy. Camilla may hold the crown today, but the story has already passed to Catherine. The public sees her as the future. Every public appointment, every Times Magazine cover, and every major poll is reinforcing this narrative. Even without a formal coronation, Catherine's influence is quietly but powerfully established. When William becomes king, Catherine will step into the role Camilla currently holds. Yet her queenship will carry none of Camilla's baggage. While Camilla's reign was shaped by controversy, Catherine's will come with legitimacy, respect, and unprecedented public support. Royal historians agree. The monarchy adapts, and public sentiment now dictates who truly shapes the future. Catherine's return to public life, following a successful battle with cancer, solidified her role. She resumed duties focusing on mental health, early childhood development, and environmental issues, not to garner sympathy, but to exert influence and purpose. She has become irreplaceable, a royal whose power extends beyond titles. Camilla sought acknowledgement for her contributions and a formal role post-Charles, but her requests were denied, not as punishment, but to maintain clarity in the monarchy's future. The palace prioritizes continuity, not individual desire. History may remember Camilla as Queen de Jaeger, a former queen who served dutifully, but whose narrative has been overtaken by the next generation. Public opinion has never been more influential. Catherine's dominance in media, public approval, and social perception effectively crown her the future leader of the monarchy. Camilla may hold the ceremonial crown, but the symbolic power has already shifted. The monarchy's future is now Catherine's story. King Charles III has played a masterful hand. By promoting Catherine while he remains king, he ensures a smooth transition, safeguards the monarchy's image, and builds a legacy that will last for generations. His choices reflect an understanding that the monarchy must evolve, adapt, and maintain the public's trust, while balancing historical precedents, family dynamics, and media scrutiny. The contrast between Camilla and Catherine highlights the harsh realities of royal power. Influence is not only about titles or longevity, it is about public perception, symbolic appointments, and timing. Camilla's years of service cannot outweigh the historical, emotional, and familial weight carried by Catherine. The palace is clear. The crown may pass physically to a queen, but the story, the influence, the power, the public support, belongs to the woman who embodies the monarchy's future. This saga offers insight into the mechanisms of monarchy. Visibility matters, narrative matters, and timing is everything. Every gesture, appointment, and public statement is scrutinized, and history remembers the outcomes. Catherine's rise shows the monarchy learning from past mistakes, ensuring the next reign is respected, admired, and unassailable. The crown may be temporarily Camilla's, but the story of the monarchy's future is already being written, and it belongs to Catherine. Every poll, every headline, and every public appearance reinforces her position. The next chapter of British royalty is not just ceremonial. It is a story of strategy, legacy, and public trust.